If you've been an audiophile for long enough, you likely have already heard about Munich and high-end Munich. It has been for a really long time the place where high-end society held the high-end Munich event. Now get ready for headphones handmade in Munich. This is the MIRPH-1. I don't really know how to read this. It's MIRPH. MIRPH. H1. It is a beautiful headphone designed for comfort and for providing the most comfortable listening experience, sound, and overall design for you. MIRPH-1 has detachable cables based on the 3.5mm standard connector, which means that it will be compatible with all cables made for hi-fi men and other headphones using the same standard. And they come with the most flexible cable that I've seen in my entire life. Just look at this. This is how flexible the cable is. Ultra flexible. I have tested them with multiple cables, but the default cable is good enough because they are tuned for relaxation, for a forgiving and for an enjoyable sound. So they do not necessarily seek smaller improvements in sound the same way that an analytical headphone would do. MIRPH-1 sits quite nicely on my head. They offer a few decibels of passive noise isolation, so between 5 and 10 decibels of passive noise isolation, despite being open back, so they leak every single bit of sound that you're listening to. The earpads, as you will see, are quite large, comically so even. The point of those large earpads is that they offer a very even contact with your head, and they do not have much contact with the ears, they have contact with your head. This way your ears have more than enough space inside of the earpad and you should feel more comfortable than if the earpads were touching your ears. MIRPH went for rounded earpads. They still feel very good, even though some companies go for ovaloid earpads that would follow the shape of the ear a bit more. Having those rounded earpads is still good. The sponge on the inside is quite dense. Also, they create an excellent seal. They will have perfect seal for everyone. I was wearing them backwards. I could even feel that. I don't even know how they should be symmetrical. The cable being so flexible means that you will never ever get any kind of microphonic noise. This is the point of flexible cables usually. They dampen the noise. It doesn't get conducted through the cable. The cable is long enough and it is of a good quality, but most of the beauty in this headphone is in the headphone. MIRPH-1 has the drivers here. You can even see the driver construction. They are 3D printed and they are easy to repair. For example, every single part is modular, and if you do break some part, you can just order the needed part from the company. You don't have to replace the entire headphone, for example, if you break the headband. The adjusting mechanism is very good. It is good even for a smaller and for a larger head, and my comfort with them is superb. Generally, I'm getting not only a superb comfort, but also the listening experience is brilliant. They're easy to drive, so you won't need to invest in an amplifier, in a complex setup. They have a beautiful sound by default, and everything is just made for your convenience. They are made to be convenient. Once you purchase the MIRPH-1, you don't have to worry about anything. You just purchase the headphones, plug them in whatever you have, including your smartphone or your laptop or such, and you enjoy them. It makes up for a very cool experience for you as a user, as you don't have to stress about anything. The sound can generally be described as fairly neutral. There is not such a high coloration towards warmth or toward bassiness, but the sound is incredibly smooth, a bit soft, and also gentle. It's the most relaxing, the most forgiving signature that I've ever heard in my entire life. This makes really old and harsh music super easy to enjoy. You can enjoy harsher, harder music really well. It is perfect for listening to Iron Maiden, for example, or to older music, which was quite bright. And it is also great for classical music. The mid-range tonality is perfect. It reveals some beautiful guitars, some beautiful violins, some beautiful pianos. The sound doesn't have a lot of grain, so it is generally very easy to enjoy, but it has a very good technical resolution, and I was really able to appreciate that. I like a high resolution sound, and at first you are not blown away by the resolution. At first you just think, wow, this is so relaxing, this is so enjoyable, and then as you keep listening, you start to discover details. The thing is, MIRPH-1 will not push those details forcibly onto you. It will just present you the details and allow you to appreciate them whenever you're ready. They will create a pretty wide soundstage, also pretty deep soundstage. Both the width and the depth are excellent. And MIRPH-1 is just excellent at providing you with a pleasing, relaxed, and smooth listening experience. I was able to explore a lot of headphones throughout my journey in the audiophile world. And MIRPH-1 is uniquely refined and smooth. They remind me a bit of Roson RAD0, but Roson was much
smoother, much bassier, but also had less detail than MIRPH-1. MIRPH-1 seems to reveal some details which Rossoni AD0 just glossed over, and this is at a much more affordable price point. Right now, MIRPH-1 is around $900 US. For the exact pricing, you can check the link in the video description or my full written review. I really like writing those written reviews, so if you want to get a bit more technical with the information, my written reviews are the way to go. MIRPH-1 is also one of the lightest headphones on the market. So to create that super smooth and super relaxed listening experience, the company made those incredibly light. Not only do they feel like pillows, they are light as pillows. They also look pretty good. The only downside is the high leakage of the sound. If you live with someone inside the same house, for example, I live with my wifey, then they will be able to hear your music. So I like to blast some death metal sometimes, also some HEG music, which can be quite sharp and quite fatiguing for others. If you are not the one enjoying it, you don't want to hear it. This is how I assume most music is perceived like. And in that situation, they leak quite a bit, but otherwise, just nice. It is a headphone you can simply use. You just purchase, take with you, plug in and enjoy. Super convenient for the casual user, despite having the qualities of an audiophile headphone. And it's been a long while because I typically review even $500 headphones that require a complex driving setup to work. MIRPH-1 doesn't. This is a headphone that insisted on staying as user-friendly as possible. So if you would like to support a company that makes those by hand, someone who 3D prints them and design them to be repairable down the way, I really suggest that you check them out. They should start becoming available in hi-fi shops and with some distributors, so you don't have to order them directly if you want to have a chance to listen to them. So just keep an eye open, ask your local hi-fi dealer if he has the MIRPH-1, or you can order directly from them if the sound and the experience seems like something you'd want to experience. I hope that if you are having fun at Audiophile Heaven, you will subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and thank you so much for watching. I hope we'll see each other really soon. Bye!